lunch buffet with lots of sweets, and we cater too. Come see us now for all upcoming parties and events. The Perkins family invites your family to come in and enjoy a meal with us. La Fonda Restaurant, proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Hey Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need the most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center now has their very own website. Visit artesiamuseum.org to stay up to date on events and exhibits. Look through historical photos of Artesia, submit research requests, and more. For information, please call 575-748-7345. Stop by the Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center at 505 West Richardson Avenue or online at artesiamuseum.org. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 4. This ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Are you ready to succeed? At ENMU Roswell, they cater to your educational needs. Their dedicated facilities and faculties provide you with an exceptional learning experience. From academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education, ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Register now on campus or online at roswell.enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell. Success starts here.
What does the Artesia General Hospital mill levy really do? It funds $34 million in local salaries, upgrades vital equipment, and supports emergency care without raising your taxes. This is a renewal, not a new tax. It's been essential to our community since 1979, helping AGH serve over 430 staff and thousands of patients each year. Return your ballot by June 3rd. Vote to renew the mill levy and keep Artesia's care close, strong, and stable. To learn more, visit Artesia General Hospital /2025-mill-levy. Paid for by the Artesia Special Hospital District.
Wilbanks LLC and Wilbanks Trucking Services LLC has over 37 years of experience, from 1987 to 2025 in the Permian Basin oil and gas industry. Wilbanks recently divested out of the rig moving operations to focus exclusively on providing crane services to support the growing demand in the basin. Wilbanks continues to provide quality, expert, and performance-based services to a multitude of customers, with a fleet ranging from 60-ton to 350-ton cranes and locations in Hobbs, Artesia, and Odessa, Texas. We hope that you will consider our team for projects ranging from plant builds, compressor sets, to general site build. Please call us at 575-746-6318 to find out what we can do for you. Wilbanks LLC, your regional expert in the crane world.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, and it's playoff time. We're up here in Albuquerque, and I'm joined by Coach Bickle of the Artesia Bulldog baseball team. And Coach, before we talk about today's game with Hope Christian, the number 9 seed, let's talk about the win you guys took, the 2 wins. Didn't have to play that third game this last weekend at Brainerd Park with the Bernalillo team that, you told me last week they were going to be scrappy, and they were. Talk about those wins, what you guys learned from that, what you think your team took away from it, and then we'll talk about today's game.
Yes, sir. So that series alone, I mean, it's a playoff series, and that's what those guys came out and felt was high stress environments, playoff series, and that put us in some moments where it might might have told our kids, hey, I need to focus a little bit more on my ground balls in practice because I just made 2 errors this week. Or, hey, I need to do this because I was pulling open and I missed my outside fastball. And so there's things like that they really got to see in that first series that we look at as very healthy. Even though we could have played better, the kids feel like we could have played better. We still did our job and we got the win. And so moving forward, that's kind of our message with Hope is that, hey, we're going to go execute and play our baseball. We're going to do what we do on the base pass. We're going to get on the base pass the way we do it, and we're going to stay scrappy. And same thing with Hope; they're a little bit scrappy too. And so we're gonna have to figure out how to keep them off the bases. And if they do get on the bases, we've been there before. We know how to get the lead runner or control the game and eliminate the runs. And so I think that's what our pitching staff's really been doing good at.
Well, you mentioned their runners and what you guys do with it. They're in the top of the 7th of Game 2 against Bernalillo. Great plays, 2 of them at the plate. Kind of recap those for the fans.
Yeah, or Charlie's, right? So
one was Charlie and one was Frankie.
Yeah, 2 outfield plays, and that's strange because you don't really get to see that a whole lot, too, back to back. And so that's something we work a lot, and that's coming through the ball hard, coming up, and it's long hop or no hop. And both of those were long hops and bounced perfectly up into Brant's glove, and he knew what to do from there. And so those guys, it's just knowing what's coming the next pitch, And so before that pitch, our infield's telling, hey, base hit, you're going 4. Base hit, you're going 4. And there they are. They're coming up going 4 because they've already communicated. And it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it was outstanding. 2 plays, like you said, 2 plays at the plate, back to back. You guys were up by a couple runs, but they were trying to get those runs and get it tied up and go to the bottom of the 7th. And your guys, the Bulldogs, just came through with 2 outstanding plays. And the first one was kind of really unusual because it was hit really high out to center field and Frankie lost it. He couldn't find the ball. He was looking, and it falls behind him. And they had to hold, of course, but the guy from second, as soon as he saw it falling, he took off, and Frankie found the ball, makes a perfect throw to Jet. Jet turns, makes a perfect throw to Brant out at the plate.
Yes, sir. That on that one with Frankie, man, that's a lot there. Huh? That's a lot to process on that play. What can go wrong, and the lead runners and trailing runners and all of that. But it also goes to another drill that we do. Like when you get stuck and the ball's on the ground, you step on it and throw it in, get it in, and that's what Frankie did, and he saved a run doing it.
Yeah. All right, so you've got Hope Christian here in a little bit. They are the number 9 seed. They played a fellow district mate in Valley, the 8 seed. They were able to get them, and so you're playing Hope Christian. You guys didn't play them this year, I'm pretty sure. What do you know about their staff? What do you know about them?
Yeah, so really, Hope Christian, what we know is that they're a scrappy bunch, and that we're gonna get into some. They had a pitcher in the past that we hear is pretty good. Not sure if he's going to play or not, and that's that 22 Gurgen. I think he's committed to UNM, but we're kind of interested to see if he's healthy or not for us. And I mean, you never know. Everybody seems to get healthy on Artesia. So, but top hitters, I mean, Pena, Gurgen, like I said, and Garcia, those guys are hitting 340 and higher. On base percentage, you have Leo, I can't say that one very well, but he's 469. And so these guys will get on base, and they're scrappy with the ground balls and things like that. And so I think we can do some things on the base passes that really help us, and it's kind of what our kids do best. And so really talking like, okay, we need to get on base to go do what you do best and cause pressure.
All right, Bulldog fans, coming up here in just a few minutes, we'll have the game. Artesia Bulldogs, the Hope Christian Huskies. Go Bulldogs.
Do you know what the hardest part of dealing with the roofer is? Just trying to get them on the phone. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and I want you to know that you can always trust Trustmark Roofing to answer our phone. Need a free roof inspection? Just call us at 575-755-ROOF, and we'll answer with a live person, a real human being. Have a roofing project already going with us and need to discuss it? Just call 575-755-ROOF, and we will answer the phone. No answering machine, no voicemails, and no weird robot automated attendant. That's because at Trustmark Roofing, we're all about relationships and treating people right. That's true for customers and vendors and insurance companies and employees. Anyone and everyone who comes in contact with our company. So if you have any roofing needs at all, trust Trustmark to treat you right and to answer the phone. Our number again is 575-755-ROOF, or find us online at trustmarkroofpros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Smile Expressions in Artesia encourages you to treat your teeth to a spring cleaning. You'll have healthier teeth and gums, fresher breath, and brighter teeth. Plus, you'll be reducing risk for dental problems and improving your overall health. To schedule your dental spring cleaning, call Smile Expressions 575-746-1900 or request an appointment from our website, artesiadentist.com. Quality dental care, hometown comfort. That's Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Ed Safety and Services, LLC in Artesia, New Mexico has an immediate opening for roustabout crew and a safety technician. Position requires a clean driving record and must be able to pass a drug and alcohol screening. Ed Safety offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contribution towards health benefits. Please email resumes to edgecoding@yahoo.com or apply in person at 2801 North Freeman in Artesia. Ed Safety and Services is an equal opportunity employer.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
Check out the Markdown Madness savings this week at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. 30-count variety packs of Capri Sun are $7.98 each, and boxes of Kraft Original Mac and Cheese are 5 for $5. In produce, Farm Fresh Super Select Cucumbers are 3 for $1, and 5-count bags of House Avocados are $2.99 each. In the meat department, family packs of boneless beef top sirloin steaks are $6.99 a pound, and family packs of bone-in sirloin cut pork chops are $1.49 a pound. These are just some of the Markdown Madness savings this week at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. With a deep heritage in oil and gas, Abo Empire is focused on safe and effective energy development in New Mexico. We will continue to make strategic investments in this industry to promote the economic and environmental well-being of our company, our partners, and our communities. We are continuing the Yates tradition. From John Yates Jr., Cynthia Yates Price, and their families, we are your partners in the community and proud supporters of Artesia Bulldogs and Lady Bulldog Sports.
Good morning, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. And we are live in Albuquerque at the J. Reardon Sports Complex as the Artesia Bulldogs are the home team this morning and taking on the Hope Christian Huskies in the number 1 seed Bulldogs against the number 9 seed Hope Christian. And this is playoff time, and it is single elimination, so the winner here today moves on to tomorrow. The loser will go home. And so hopefully of course, we're rooting for the Bulldogs to be the winners. The Bulldogs are the home team. So I'm going to give you the Hope Christian Huskies lineup. Number 9, Caleb Pena, playing first base and batting first. The DH is number 22, Jacob Gergen. He's batting second. Number 7 is Nolan Garcia, playing center field, batting third. The catcher, number 23, Trey Bayo, he is batting fourth. Number 2 is Luciano Gabaldon, and he is pitching, batting fifth. Batting sixth is number 16, Hunter Solwick, playing left field. Batting seventh is the right fielder, number 1, Brady Magahi,
The second baseman is number 20, Porter Chastain. He's batting 8th. And the shortstop is number 3, Avery Bierholt, batting in the 9 hole. For the Artesia Bulldogs, Jet Whitmire is out in left, Frankie Galindo in center, and Charlie Campbell in right. Jack Byers at third, Jet Fuentes at short, Caden Beauregard at second, and Aiden Huffman is playing first base with Brant Usherwood behind the plate and Dalen Pacheco, the starting pitcher, as the teams have come out onto the field. They've already done the national anthem, so I'm not sure about what's going on there. But they come out on the field. Hope Christian on their first base side, first base line, and the Bulldogs have come out and they're on the third base line. The umpires are coming onto the field, so we're getting ready to start. Lee is here with me, but right now our computer and our stuff is not wanting to join in with us. So I'm on the radio. And so I'm trying to pair my phone with the computer, and I'm going to see if Gene can text me and tell me if he can hear me through. Because I think I've got it Bluetooth to my phone. Gene, can you shoot me a text or tell me? If you on here. We're back here. We do have the system connected here so that we can, both Lee and I can be on the call with you. We've had to make some minor changes, but we got it figured out. So again, thanks for tuning in here, KSPP Radio and KSPPTV.com. We're audio only. Lee, beautiful day for some baseball.
Really nice. I looked at the weather. I'm going to get the Steve report instead of the Steve vote. So looks like the wind can stay down to about 8 miles an hour until about noon. So we're in good shape from that standpoint.
Yeah, you really don't even feel the breeze right now. I'm looking over at the clouds. I mean, over at the trees that are on the sides, and just a little bit of movement. So probably not even 8 right now. But you had a chance to talk to the head coach for Hope Christian, and I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah, so Hope Christian's coming into the day. That's weekend. Series. Valley, Big C, in the 9. Huskies lost the first game on Friday and won both games in the doubleheader on Saturday to come back. So their team, for sure, that doesn't give up. Did talk to their head coach, Fernando Salinas. I asked him what were the keys for his team to come in today. And basically, they're all based on their players. You got to play good defense and keep the speedy guys on base, which we do have good team speed, and the pitcher to throw strikes and their hitters to put the ball in play. So basically, those 4 things I think can be successful. Hopefully the Bulldogs do a little bit better than them.
Yeah, that's the goal, and I've already given the starting lineups. The Bulldog coaches is now meeting with the umpires, so not quite starting on time. It's 9:31 a.m. Game was scheduled to start at 9:30. The game's behind us. Sounds like they're going. But our game is about to start as the coaches are shaking the hands with the umpires. Got a 3-man umpire crew, and, of course, the head coach is now going back to their teams. Hope Christian being the visiting team. We're back first. Obviously, the Bulldogs are about to take the field. I'll go through the defense one more time right quick. Jet Whitmire in left, Frankie Galindo in center, and Charlie Campbell in right. Jack Byers playing third. Jet Fuentes at short. Caden Beauregard second. Pacheco on the bump, and Brent Usherwood behind the plate. Bulldogs have now taken the field, and now here behind me the fans, and we've got a great contingency here. As always, Bulldog fans, probably pretty good. So this is day 1 up here at the tournament at J. Reardon Sports Complex, and in previous years they've played out here, and then this championship game they moved over to the field at UNM. But this year we're going to be staying right out here for all 3 games, and that's what Lee and I are expecting. We're going to play 3 games this week here the J. Reardon Complex. So the Bulldogs taking some infield right now. And Lee, I talked to Coach, and of course, fans, you heard his interview. Basically, he said similar stuff to what the other coach said, and as you called it, cliches. But Bulldogs, their goal, his goal, is to get his guys on base and put pressure on their defense with their students.
Right. And this does it continuously. Hopefully, guys got to take care of this first half inning first, and hopefully they throw off the strikes and play good defense.
Yeah, that's the goal, of course. And our defense has been pretty good all season long. The last game on Saturday, the second game of that series against Artesia, we ended up having 4 defensive errors. We had a running error as well. But the Bulldogs bounced back. They started threatening in the top of the 7th, and we threw 2 guys out of the plate. That really, I think, bode well. Kind of left them on a high note to get that win, and then in that fashion to keep them from scoring. And now we're ready to go. The first batter at the plate is going to be number 9, Caleb Pena. He's the first baseman. Here's the first pitch. Just a little bit high. Ball 1.
It's a good call. Down the line, 390 to dead center. They don't have a distance in the alleys. I'm guessing it's 375 or so.
There's a swing and miss. It's up the middle. Beauregard got to it. Oh, he didn't either. I thought he got a glove on it. He tried. It was a good effort, but it's through. So the lead-off single straight up the middle puts a runner on base for Hope Christian, and that brings number 22, Jacob Gergen, to the plate. He is DHing today. We've been told he has an injury. He's their ace booster, but he's DHing today.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't throw last weekend.
Next pitch is a curveball. Misses away for ball 1 to Gergen. On deck is Nolan Garcia, and in the hole, Trey Baillo.
Bailon's starting off curveball heavy, so that's his go-to pitch.
He's set, taking a peek over the first. Pitch is going to be foul, strike 1. That doesn't look like a straight fastball.
So Bailon's setting up all the way.
Stay up.
So that allows him to get that ball away from right-handed hitters and in on. So
next pitch, swung on, fouled off the right side down the line and out of play. For strike 2 on Gergen.
Good curveball.
And Gergen decided to go with it.
He did. It kind of backed up on him into the right. He did something.
Here's the 1-2 down the middle. That's going to be a ground ball foul to the right side. Or a foul ball strike. Count remains 1 and 2.
So the foul down the line, bit of obstruction paper off, and the bases it kind of narrows, but some good fouls around right on the sides.
That pitch a little bit high. Tried to get him to chase one, but it was too far out of his zone, so it's 2 and 2 now the count. Boy, bright, clear day today. Now I don't see a cloud in the sky, just blue skies, bright sunshine here at the ballpark. Runner got a decent lead at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That was out of his zone. He got him to chase it. Fouls it off.
Let's go, too.
Turn over. Let's go. Straighten it out.
I think it's not finishing quite. First connection at this plate, so he can bring that ball down. He can participate on
pitch. He brought that one down. Oh, boy, that was close, but he calls the ball. Gergen steps back in on defense playing pretty much straight away. Fairly shallow. Here's the pitch. Back up. Out number 1. Number 7, Nolan Garcia to play. That's a curveball.
Back up, or he's trying to throw it. So several of our Bulldogs safeties like to back that curveball up to right.
Yeah. All right, so he's ready to go. Runner still gets his lead over at first. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Another curveball. Foul. Strike 1. Baillo on deck and Gabaldon in the hole. Here's the 0-1. Another curveball. Fly ball and shallow right field. It's going to fall fair. Well, that was really close to the line, but it's all still base hit.
So the first baseman just hold the brother. The ball just hit outside the field apron of the grass behind first base. The hitter hit it right off the end of the bat and had a funny spin and kicked over in foul territory.
I thought the runner from first was going to head to third, but he did not. So he's at second. Garcia down at first, and Baillo at the plate. Number 23 is the catcher, batting in the 4-hole. As Pacheco comes set, he looks back at second base. Now the plate. Just missed outside, ball one.
Everybody off with the curve.
Which has been what he's been doing pretty much all year long. That's his go-to pitch. That pitch just missed low, ball two. Yeah, their cleanup better. Again, Pacheco comes set, takes a look back at second. Pretty good lead back there. Here's the pitch. Got him to swing. Yeah. I just blew it by him. I think he might have been looking for off speed again.
There's some pitchers, somehow they balls hit until the last second. They just have trouble picking it up sometimes. I think Daly can do that to hitters.
Just a bit high. 3-1 now by Eagle. Just sit back in with a good hitter's count right here. Bulldog defense ready to go. Like to see a double play ball right here. On the ground somewhere. Checo to the plate. Oh, he hits it on the head. That's going to load him up on the hit by pitch. That breaking ball, I think it was the breaking ball, didn't break. So full base path full of Christian Huskies. Hope Christian Huskies, and that'll bring number 2 to the plate, Luciano Gabaldon, the pitcher here in the game today.
That's a good mount. That's a good mount. That's what Scott probably doesn't work. It's way on Twitter to get it on. Get you out of the inning bucket.
Okay, the first and third playing up on the grass. They're playing double play depth up the middle. Got a double play everywhere. Weird batting stance for kid at play. He pulls the bat way over his head. That's just low. Ball one. Pretty good pitch. Just throw a little bit too low. That's a Gabaldon ready to go again. It's Pacheco will come set. He pitches from the stretch no matter what. There's a swing and foul. Straight back. It's right one. 1-1.
It's better than possible. So Gabaldon, the hitter, would start the not one. Yeah, we're on the radio, but it's right above his stomach. And as the pitcher comes set, he drops his hands into that launch position.
And he did not take a cut at that good pitch. Just missed outside. Ball 2. 2-1 now to Gabaldon. And he's got a real open stance, but as he drops his hand, he steps forward.
Yeah, he's closing everything off.
Usherwood sets up on that outer third. That's where he put it. Fouled off into the right side. Strike 2. So 2-2 now to Gabaldon.
Back in the count. 2 strikes. So.
On deck is Solwick, and in the hole, McGahee. Here's the 2-2. Oh, her ball misses. Bounces back, but hits the padding and comes back to Usherwood pretty quick, so the runners stay put. Goes through his glove. That's ball 3, so a full count. Now for Gabaldon.
Say from Grant, stop straight back. It's probably 15 feet.
Yeah.
It's pretty short. Ball's going to kick off that.
All right, he's asking for it up and outside. That's where he threw it. Good foul tipper. Stayed alive at the foul ball for Gabaldon. Good pitch there by Pacheco. That might have been out of the zone, but he can't let anything close go by.
Yeah, it was too close. That's right at the top. Right.
All right, Pacheco again coming ready. Here's the pitch. That's got down. Whoa! We'll go okay. I walked the runner, ball 4. So 1-0 here as Byers goes in to talk to Pacheco. Bases remain loaded, only one out. Balin will finish his talk with Jack.
Stitch missed off the plate, so I'm saying that.
Well, from my vantage point, I can't see the plate with the umpire where he's standing, so you got a little bit more on the inside. Blue, number 7, I believe, came in. Courtesy run. Well, I don't think it's him. I have to look again. There's a swing right in the middle. We're going to get the double play. Runner is stuck on the playoff. That's why he's turning it back there, and the Bulldogs get out of that game. But look, only one run being scored with the base loaded. That's a really good job.
Looks like the move his elbow back just quick to pop up line and puts the running on.
Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org.
Start fixing his knee. I'll put your butt for a basic. I'll put the hair lane. Try to set deep.
Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. I really dropped bottom fell out of it. Strike 2 on Frankie. On deck is Jeff Henderson and holds Jack Byers. Bulldogs looking to get a run back and more here in the bottom of the first inning.
So the Gateys out of the stretch also.
There's a stretch in the left center field. That's going to be a base hit as the left fielder goes over the distance. And Frankie leads the off with a nice drive out the left center.
Good job, Peter.
All right. Going to run. He's going to be in there safely. That's a throw down, but not in time. And Dead is squared around the punt and pulled back, kind of get in the way of the catcher.
He's been the Gates pretty quick to the plate out the stretch with that slide step.
All right, so runner in scoring position. Here's a swing. That's a deep drive. That's going to get over their heads. That's going to score at least one run. Bounces into the fence. People coming in, going in the second with a stand-up double.
Felt my fastball. Just a little breeze out of the northeast, just a little bit.
No, he went in good order.
My guys that basketball first.
Yeah, he just broke that thing. That was a deep shot. One hopped out there in the alley into the fence.
That would have been out at our ballpark, but
yeah.
it almost got out of it.
Otter steps in. He'll look at called strike now.
Well, there's strike on the other team right there. We're sitting right in the middle of a neat setup for us.
The swing, foul ball straight back for strike 2 on Byers. He's down 0-2.
That got a good touch on that curveball. He was looking for that pitch. Sometimes hitters look more location than what the pitch is going, so kind of adjust. Down in the county, that's the play.
Here's the pitch. That's a little high. Boy, that was
a really good touch.
Yeah, that was close, but he gets ball 1. And the pitch. He didn't chase that one either. Ball 2. Another good pitch. Just missed.
We've said it before. Jack has knowledge. Right.
And the pitch. And he got struck out. He didn't chase that one. And that was another good pitch. Right in the That'll bring Dalen Pacheco to the plate. Clean that batter for the Bulldogs. He's, of course, pitching today. 1 out. Runner at second base and scoring position. Pacheco looking to drive one here somewhere. Their plan is pretty deep out in the field. I'll go around the defense in just a minute. He's off and running. Swing. It's a chopper to the right side, foul. So that was a hit and run, looked like.
I think they're out there. This time gets
All right, so 0-1 the count. Pacheco.
Got a giant hole on the left side.
Looks at a strike 2 on the inside corner. The called strike. It's 0-2 now, Dalen.
You got an inside pitch. You can pull it over. You got a good chance to get it. Ball back up. Up on the plate.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on. Chopper foul to the left side. So foul ball strike. Count remains 0-2. Again, the pitcher taking a long look back, and now he's going to step towards him. He never had his foot on the rubber, so he didn't throw it back there. There's a swing, pop fly way up in the air, and ain't going to hit us, is it? There's netting above us. Yeah. Yep. We are. We got some protection. All right, here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off again. So, boy, Dalen's just protecting that plate. He has hit. He's put a bat on every ball except for the one that, they called the strike. He didn't swing at it, that inside strike.
Up from the inside, very inside of those white line batter spots.
Yeah, and he's right up in the front of it. Here's the pitch. He's off and running. He's going to swing. That's a good drive. Left fielder got fooled. He's over his head. Blitz was turned around, but he'll come back. Dalen's going to go into second base, standing up, back to back. Doubles in the Bulldogs lead 2-1.
He was out in front of us just a minute or so, but he stayed back just long enough to get the good part of the bat on that close ball.
All right, so coming to the plate now will be Brant Usherwood. I'm going to try this, Lee. It's not going through our headphones, so we're going to try this on the – go ahead and keep talking, and we'll just talk into my speakerphone here. All right, so a nice drive. It fooled the left fielder. He started coming forward, and the ball sailed over his head.
He did. his first two, he took a step and a half in hard, and then he couldn't recover from it.
So Usherwood will step in here. Pitch. Swinging a miss.
Good fastball by Gabaldon.
Usherwood steps back in with one strike. One out here in the inning. 2-1 Bulldogs, bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly high in the air out to left field. I mean, a skyrocket. Left fielder's going over. Looks like he was tracking it. Oh, he drops it. Ball comes out of his glove. There's an E7, and the Bulldogs, everybody's safe. And Galen goes ahead, goes to third, and going to second on the error.
He thought, the left fielder thought he had a beat. It was, as Joby said, sky. That was a major league fly ball, and he was moving with his feet, but did that ball land behind him? I couldn't exactly tell.
It landed, he went out of his glove.
Oh, okay.
It bounced in and out of his glove.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we've got now coming to the plate, Jet Whitmire. He steps in with two runners in scoring position. One out. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's it. Maybe deep enough. Let's see if we tag and go.
It's going to be a play at the plate.
And we had a runner coming in to run. He stays. And safe and clear. Get back on the bag. Oh, he got him. He slipped through the bag at second base. That was Destin, and that was Pacheco had come in to, Destin had come in to run, and coming in and scoring was Warren.
This run right here scored, though.
That was only our second out.
No, that
was our third.
Double play.
So, okay, so in play. And, all right, we're going to take a 30-second timeout, or 1-minute timeout. We'll be right back.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
Looking for professional window tinting services? Look no further than Reliable Tint in Artesia. Located at 1502 South 1st Street, they specialize in auto and residential window tinting, as well as glass replacement for windshields, side and rear glass. But that's not all. They now offer advanced technology, rock chip, and crack repair, ensuring your vehicle stays in top shape. Open Monday through Saturday, Reliable Tint is here for all of your tinting and glass needs. Call them today, 575-616-9163. Reliable Tint in Artesia, where quality meets reliability.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here. The Bulldogs, that run did score. I failed to get in the courtesy runners. We had two of them out there. And Warren's the one that came in from third on the sacrifice fly. Getting thrown out at third base was Destin Pacheco. And now we're back in the game, and there's strike one swinging by Brady McGahee. Good pitch.
Good curveball. He got that curveball down. I think if he can keep it down like that in the strike zone, he's going to be super effective.
All right, so Brady is number one. He is playing in right field. He'll look at a ball just out of the strike zone, ball one.
He's just not quite finishing his pitches is what I'm saying, while the ball's still up just a little bit. But
all right, so 1-1 the count. There's a swinging and a miss with strike two. So 1-2 the count. What do you say?
Said it's hard to hear us.
I know. I've done it. And the pitch. That's strike. Oh, just high, I guess. Just out of the strike zone. Ball.
Just at the top of the strike zone. Good pitch. That was a really good pitch. Gabaldon.
Yeah, because I think I'd have been swinging with two strikes.
Or by McGahee, sorry.
2-2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, and that goes down the line fair. That's going to be trouble. Whitmire's going to have to hustle. That'll be a stand-up double. Diving at third base with those fires that couldn't get there. For the double to lead things off here in the bottom, top of the second.
So that was another curveball that stayed inside. He just went with the pitch, got out in front of it, and he hit it hard past the diving Jack Byers to the base, in between Jack and the base. So, yep. Good piece of hitting was down in the count, 2 strikes.
All right, so we've got Porter Chastain to the plate, number 20. Plays second base. And the 8 hole is where he's batting.
I'm going to say we might see some small ball right here, Joby, possibly.
Yep.
We'll see.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's that strike you're liking.
Really good curveball.
Yep.
So with the runner at second with no outs, the job of the hitter right now is to try to hit the ball to the right side and get that runner from second to third. If not, drive him in with a single.
Right. Throw back there. It bounces through Bub's glove when he put the tag down, but Jet was there to pick it up, so the runner will stay.
Kind of interesting. We've got an all-turf mound, two-tone. It was all the same color, but
right before the game,
18 minutes before the game, he strips part of it off, takes the rubber out, and puts a new different colored piece on there.
Swung on. That's going to be right back to Dalen. He's going to look.
Got him hung up. He's got him hung up at second.
He got him at second. Oh! Oh! He looked like he was out, but the umpire's right there, and I'm not.
I'm going to say that was when the runner was going back into the bag, he kind of looped his left hand out around behind the bag to try to tag the bag, and I guess the tag missed him.
So what do we call that when he's safe there? And of course, Coach Bickle's coming out to ask him about it, but they're not going to change their call. So
that's not the guy he needs to talk to. The guy that made the call still standing over there. I'd go out and talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah, the first base umpire. He must be the head ump or something. I don't know, but he came over from first base.
Well, he's 100 feet from the plate.
Yeah.
90, sorry.
Right.
My math's off sometimes.
Well, everybody's safe, and that's not an error, or is that an error? Well, what do you call that, Lee?
I would call it an error on the tag. I mean, that might not be right, but that's...
So, runners on the first and second base with at the plate, the number 9 hitter, Avery Deerholt.
He's got to be sacrificing, I would say, but maybe not. We'll see. He is shortening up.
Oh, and he gets by. That moves the runners over. He didn't have to sacrifice. He did get a strike on that, but I don't think that's a wild pitch. I think that was a pass ball.
No. Sometimes the barrel of the bat can get in the view of the catcher's eyes when that pitch is coming in right there at the last second. That could have happened.
All right, so runners at second and third on a pass ball. For the tying runner down there. Well, strike one on their Deerholt.
Our infielders are playing all the way up right now, looking for a ground ball.
Nice pitch, fastball, strike 2 called.
Oh, Dalen needs a strikeout right here.
Yeah, he does. Nobody out, runners at second and third. And the pitch. Curveball got him.
Nice pitch.
Strikeout looking, and that'll get us back to the top of the order. Taylor Pena, he started off the game with a stroke up the middle with a base hit.
He did. He's a good hitter. He wouldn't be leading off for sure.
So he's 1 for 1.
Bulldog infielders still playing up. They're all even with the bag, or just at the start of where the grass is, or the green of the turf anyway.
All right, Pacheco, a long look into Usherwood. He sets up on the outer third, does Usherwood. Here's the pitch, curveball, just a little bit high.
Just stayed up again. Pena's looking to get the ball out of the infield to get this runner at third home.
Outfield is playing pretty shallow on left. Whitmire is about normal in right and center. Maybe a little shallow, but here's the 1-0. Swung on, pop fly to the right side. That'll get out of play for foul ball, strike 1.
Good pitch by Dalen. Another good curveball off the plate, just a little bit on the outer third.
All right, so Pena adjusting his elbow pad. He'll step back in. Right side. Everybody's been from the right side. I haven't been saying that. Here's the pitch. Good pitch. Strike 2.
Nice curveball. I was going to say, when those infielders are playing up, Joby, on the pitch, their gloves needs to be on the ground because they're that much closer to the hitter.
Usherwood sets up a little further outside. Here's the 1-2. Good pitch, just a little bit low. Ball 2. So now Good job there by Usherwood. Made sure that ball didn't get by him.
I'm saying he's coming with a number 2 right here again.
2-2 the count. Runners at second and third. 1 out. Infield playing in. And the pitch. He did. He got it. Boy, that's a tight strike zone. That looked pretty good, Lee. That's ball 3.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, okay, look.
I guess that missed inside.
Maybe so. Look good. Full count. Payoff pitch. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him.
I think he was looking off speed then, and then he just slipped that fastball right by him.
Yeah, and up a little bit. It probably was out of the zone.
Dalen doesn't throw. I'm saying somehow they don't pick his pitches up really well. Yeah, really a good job. Battling back with no outs right now.
All right, so Gergen steps in. He is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time through. 2 down. He'll call timeout as we just still didn't have our pitch in to Pacheco. Now he steps back in on the right side, ready to go. So 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's going to be a routine ground ball to Fuentes. He throws it across. Oh, throwing air. It's going to score 2 and tie it up. Although, if we get him out, he's out. He's out. So that run does not count.
Doesn't count.
All right, so Aaron throw, but then getting to it faster. Fortuitously bounced back to Usherwood pretty good. He fires it down to second, and we got the tag down, so they score 1 run.
I think it was Huffman.
Huffman, yeah. It fires it down to second. All right, we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. It's 3-2 Artesians. We go into the bottom of the second.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Artesia? Trust the team that knows this town best. Lois Oliver Real Estate. With years of local experience and a dedicated group of expert agents, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Whether you're finding the perfect place for your family or getting the best value when it's time to sell, Lois Oliver Real Estate is your hometown advantage. Visit LoisOliverRealEstate.com and let's get started today, because no one knows Artesia like we do, and we love it here.
All right, we're back here heading into the bottom of the second. The softball score, if you hadn't had it on 2 different places, they're winning 5-0 in the bottom of the 5th, are the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. So looking to advance, stay in the winner's bracket anyway. Playing Lovington, so a familiar foe. So coming to the plate for the Bulldogs will be Aiden Huffman, number 10. He is our first baseman. He made a great throw to second lead after that error.
Really a strong throw to just beat the runner.
Here's the pitch. He's going to be called strike 1. On deck is Charlie Campbell, and in the hole, Bub Beauregard for the Bulldogs.
So Gabaldon, he's all the way on the first base side of the rubber also.
Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 1.
Another fastball.
1-1 now the count.
We'd like to get that run back and then some right now, Joby, if possible. Aiden really needs to get on base.
You bet. All right, Gabaldon ready to go. Here's the way outside. Ball 2. 2-1. So they got Solik, Garcia, and McGahee left to right. Johnson, Deerholt, Chastain, and Pena third to first. Baillo at catching, and Luciano Gabaldon is the pitcher. Swung on, shot foul over to the Bulldog dugout. Third base side.
Good fastball away.
So 2-2.
Yeah, he couldn't do much with that. The left fielder and the right fielder are really deep. The center fielder's about playing medium.
And they're squeezed in. The lines are wide open. He's going to swing at that one, too close. That was inside. That would have been ball.
That would have hit him.
But he hits it, knocks it foul over into the...
We've seen him do that before.
Yeah. All right. 2-2. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. And he chased one, and he's tagged out on the drop, third strike. So out number 1. That'll bring Charlie Campbell to the plate. Charlie playing out right field today for the Bulldogs.
Good curveball by Gabaldon then. Got him down in the dirt, or that last foot. It kind of looked like he just had to swing at it to try and foul it off.
Yep. All right, Charlie steps in. Gabaldon ready to go. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. Bub Beauregard on deck, and then the top of the order, Frankie Gabaldon is in the hole. Frankie, of course, led off with a base hit, and he ended up scoring. Stole second, then got moved around on a double by Quintus. High, ball 2. That one was high and inside. Charlie turned his shoulder and just missed it.
Yeah, he needs to be looking one pitch right here. Just have a good at-bat, not swing it not leave the strike zone on a swing.
He's up on the white as well.
Pretty
really
close.
Around the plate. Here's the pitch. That's right down the middle. Strike 1 called. Looks like he might have been taken all the way there with a 2-0 count.
He might have. You know, as long as he's on time right here on the next fastball he sees. That curveball setting up this kid's fastball.
Catcher sets up in the middle. Here's the pitch. He pop flies that one back and out of play.
And he doubled up on the curveball to come back in the count. So he's got a good curveball.
Yeah, Gabaldon does. He's got a decent fastball too.
I don't know if he'll try to sneak a fastball by him right here or not. We'll see.
2-2 the count. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3, just missed, and a good take there by Charlie.
Yeah, that really wasn't a very competitive pitch. Yeah. So that was a pretty easy take for Charlie.
All right, so full count. Campbell steps back in. Gabaldon looking into his catcher. Here he goes. He pitches from the stretch also. And that's down in third. Ball 4, so a 1-out walk. Gets that runner on the base path to get the run back that they gave up in the top of the second.
Really a good at-bat by Charlie. Made him throw a lot of pitches is what I like about the at-bat.
Yeah.
Besides getting on base.
Right. All right, so let's bring Bub Beauregard to the plate. Charlie gets a pretty good lead over there. He's going to put some pressure on the defense.
I'm saying he's going on one of the next 2 pitches. Not this time.
Best outside, ball 1 to Bub. Charlie did not go, but he had a big lead. They don't have that little cutout like we do, about 12 foot, but he's probably every bit of that.
No, they don't.
He takes another step this time. He's going to throw over. He's back safely. He dove in safely. Charlie takes another couple steps off, gets a big lead. But he's kind of giving the pitcher some headache over there, bouncing back and forth. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Boy, he just missed it. Fouled straight back.
He swung hard at that pitch.
He did, and it came straight back. Strike 1 on Bub. So 1-1 the count.
I'm surprised we hadn't ran yet.
Yeah, well, give me on this at bat, yeah. Charlie getting a big lead again. He's off and going. Swung on, pop fly bat. Goes right over mine and Lee's head. That would have fell on us. The net, it does. It comes straight down off the net. It does. Well, it did come down on us. Landed on the net and then rolled forward.
I got a hard head.
It didn't hit, it hit me on the bounce. Luckily, it didn't hit any of our gear. All right, so the count now 1-2. He'll be covering the plate here. Charlie was off and running on that pitch. That bounces. Ball 2. Good block there by Bio, the catcher. Two now to count. Buck steps back in. Charlie doesn't have quite the big a lead as he had earlier. Now he's stepping up there. He's off and he comes back. That pitch inside, ball 3.
Good take.
I thought he was going to hit him, but when he turned, it just snuck by his hip. So a full count now to Bub as he'll step back in. Right up on the plate. His toes almost touching the white.
His hands are over the inside corner, so he's really close.
Swing and a miss. He got him. That's strikeout swing, and that's out number 2 in the inning. And that'll bring us to the top of the order, Frankie Galindo.
Here's what I think is going to happen on this next pitch. I think he's going to be stealing.
Okay. Get into running, get into scoring position with Frankie.
It might be a good place to hit and run. Frankie's fastball hunting, but that's what he hit for a double last time too. So he may not sit fastball right here.
Here's the pitch outside. Oh, he called it a strike. Off the outside corner. Strike 7.
Really good pitch.
Yeah, it was. Just out the corner. So Charlie did not go. Frankie stroked it out to left field his first time. He's 1 for 1 with that single. Throw over! He got him at first. So he got leaning. He was going, and the pitcher did a good job and throws him out. So the score remains 3-2 as we go into the top of the third inning. Artesia with the lead. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout.
At First Church Artesia, we proclaim Christ as King over all. Located at 4th and Grand, we're a family exalting His reign in every corner of life, work, home, and community. Join us Sundays at 10:45 a.m. for reverent, family-integrated worship and Bible preaching that transforms. From Artesia streets to your soul, it's all of Christ for all of life. Visit artesiareform.com or find us on Facebook. First Church Artesia, His kingdom rules.
KCLT is the leader in surface rental equipment and customer service throughout the Permian Basin. With yards in Artesia and Monahans, Texas, you can count on KCLT to work 24/7, 7 days a week. Their professional mechanics are always out in the field and are Dort certified. KCLT is there to make sure your site is ready when you are ready and can certify your man lift and forklift operators on site or in our yards. Save KCLT in your contacts, 575-308-8647. Surface rental equipment all in one place. KCLT, helping you keep America running. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
All right, we're back here as we're getting the top of the third going. Nolan Garcia is 1 for 1. Get the little bloop over the right over first baseman's head the first time through. He'll step in to face Pacheco for the second time. Here's the pitch. Good pitch.
Good fastball. Way to get ahead in the count.
Yeah, fouls him off out behind us over our heads. Off to the right a little bit. So strike 1. On deck is Bio, the catcher, and in the hole, Gabaldon, the pitcher. We're in their 2-3-4 batters here. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's foul ball to the left side for strike 2.
He's kind of out in front of that fastball then.
Yeah, he strokes it down the left side. Out the middle of the batter's box is where he's at, off the plate a little bit. Looking for a high pitch. Usherwood's asking it up. Swung on, hit pretty well out the right field, but Charlie has got it zeroed in, and he makes the play for out number 1. Old can of corn out the right field. So that'll bring the number 3 batter, Trey Bayo, the catcher, to the plate. He is 0 for 0. He was hit by pitch. That loaded him up earlier.
It did.
In the second.
Good pitch by Dalen to induce pretty weak contact in.
Yeah. Oh. Actually, he did that in the first inning, I should say. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Right point.
Curveball.
He took something off of that one, too, Lee.
He did.
Broke, not 12-6, but a nice break where the ball kind of fell out from underneath the batter. Bio steps back in. There's a fastball. It might have been another curveball, but it misses away. Ball 1.
I think it's a fastball. Yeah.
1-1 the count now. On deck is Gabaldon, and in the hole, Solwick.
That bar that's in front of us is right even with my eyes on the plate, so I've got to remember to raise up so I can see.
Pitch inside for ball 2. 2-1 now to Bio. Defense playing pretty much straight away and pretty shallow in the outfield. Frankie's a little deeper, but in right and left, they're both pretty shallow. Straight up in the infield. Here's the pitch. A little high. Ball 3. 3-1 now to Bio. That's a good hitter's count here.
That is.
For the cleanup batter.
Yeah, you probably just don't want to prove it right here, but sure don't want to walk this guy either.
Pop fly to the right side. We might have time to get there.
Charlie Campbell's all over that.
Charlie's going to go get it in foul territory for out number 2. Hit it a sky high. Gave Charlie plenty of time to get there. He jumped out and made the play.
And even he really, I was watching him. His hand stayed back on that pitch. He was looking for that curveball. So even though he was looking for it, it was just a good far enough down just to where he couldn't get a good wood on it.
All right, Luciano Gabaldon, the pitcher, steps in. He's 0 for 0. He walked his first time through. Usherwood setting up on that outer third. That's where he threw it. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Good pitch by Dalen. I like it because he's getting ahead of the hitters right now.
0-1 the count with 2 outs. We're in the top of the third inning. Bulldogs lead 3-2. Here's the pitch. Another good swing. That's deep. Galindo will go back and make the play for out number 3.
Good inning by Dalen then. Three foul balls. That ball was hit hard, but to the deepest part of the ballpark, and Frankie had a good beat on that ball.
All right, so no hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. It's 3-2 Artesia going into the bottom of the third. Bulldogs coming to the bat with the top of the order, Galindo, Fuentes, Byers. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Attention sports fans. Come explore Carlsbad Ford's huge inventory. From sleek sedans to rugged trucks, Carlsbad Ford has a huge variety of vehicles to fit your lifestyle. The best cars, the best trucks. Come find out why Carlsbad Ford is the best in southeastern New Mexico. Oh, yeah! At Carlsbad Ford Lincoln, their team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect vehicle with the best offers available. Carlsbad Ford, 2802 West Pierce, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 5,700 current Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success, that's what we're about.
All right, we're back here at Dave Reardon, I think is how you say it, ballpark. There's a fullplex, and then they got a fifth field off to the side. If you've never been up here, I think it's my first time out here. Last year I was over at the softball park and didn't get to see these games here. The Bulldogs played the championship game at Lobo Field, which I went, or whatever it's called now, UNM Lobos Baseball Stadium. But this year we'll be here for all three games, Lee.
Perfect.
All right, Galindo steps in. First pitch, he hits well to right field. Right fielder goes back. Guy comes forward, and he'll make the play for out number one on the first pitch.
Good fastball by Gabaldon now.
Frankie hit it pretty well, but got it up too much in the air. And the left fielder, the right fielder, he went back, and then he stopped and come forward.
Yeah, he played it well.
Yeah, he did. All right, so Jet steps in. Fuentes 1-for-1 with a double and an RBI. He'll look at ball one outside on a fastball.
I'm saying Jet's going to be fastball hunting again right here, Joby. Unless he gets a curveball right in the middle of the plate.
All right, Gabaldon comes set now to the plate. That's a little bit low, ball one. That looked like a change of speed.
Ball
two, sorry. So 2-0 now the count with one out. Well, this is where Jet could look for that fastball hunting.
He can.
He got it. Well, no, that looked like a change of speed. That was a curveball. Swing and a miss, strike one.
So when you throw breaking balls and fastball counts, that's kind of called pitching backwards. So that's a lot of pitchers do that.
Foul ball just came in to our field from field one.
As long as it didn't come in on our table again.
Boy, it just barely missed my noggin. I'd have broke the ball in half, hit my head. It hit the net up there, then it rolled forward and fell right between. Curveball misses away. 3-1 now to Fuentes.
Now he can be sitting on something right here.
Fires on deck. Pacheco in the hole for the Bulldogs. One out. 3-2 Bulldogs. Bottom of the third. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. No, that's right, too. Sorry. That was a curveball, looks like.
It was.
So full count now to Jet. I got ahead of myself on the count. All right, so Fuentes steps back in. Full count. Gabaldon looking into his catcher, Bio. That comes set. He shook off a couple of pitches, Lee. Here's the pitch. That's low. Ball four. Great at bat. Yeah. So one out walk, gets that run back, then get him across the plate. Bulldogs leading by one, 3-2. So they got a leadoff run in the first inning. They were leading 1-0. Then we scored 3 in our half of the first, and then they got 1 in the second. We went scoreless, so now we're in the bottom of the third after they go scoreless in the top of the third. With a 3-2 lead, Bulldogs. Fuentes with a good lead. Byers at the plate. Just inside, ball one to Jack. He struck out his first time. I don't think he's looking to do that again.
No, and he took it, too, for the call third strike.
Again, Jet with a bigger lead this time. He's probably got his front foot. He's off and running. Swung on. That's roped into right and left field, but it's going to be caught by the left fielder. He'll get it in. Jet will go back in safely to first. He had to run hard. Now the ball gets by the first baseman, so the throwing error.
It went through the gate. down there.
So Jet ends up at second anyway. He just got a little exercise. So out number 2 on that line drive, but
Well, Jack hit that one really hard, and the reason it didn't keep climbing, he had some top spin on that ball, so it didn't carry like he wanted to. No, somebody yelled third base, but it used to be 1+1, but it's not anymore. You used to get one base on an overthrow.
There's a base hit. Jet's going to come around and score. Left fielder was playing really deep, so he'll score easily. So at the plate for the Bulldogs, Pacheco, if he gets that base hit, helps himself out, gets the run.
Great job by Dalen hunting fastballs. Really a good job.
So with that RBI, Dalen blocks the run in. Jet scores easily from second base. It's now 4-2 here in the bottom of the third, and coming in to run for Dalen, the pitcher, courtesy runner, is going to be Warren. Derek wears number 6 on his jersey. He'll be down at first as Jet Whitmire will step. No, Brant Usherwood will step in.
Brant hit a towering fly ball to the left fielder that
But the left fielder dropped. So he's reached on an error. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul ball, straight down, and he was off and running.
That was really a good pitch to run on because being off speed, it just takes a little longer to get to the plate. So
hit and run was on, had to have been, because he cut at it.
Had a really good jump.
He did. He got off quickly, did Derek. Still got a big lead over there. Gabaldon takes a look over at him, and now comes Set, still peeking over his shoulder. To the plate, he's running again. That's going to bounce, and he's going to go to second. Now he tripped over second base. He wasn't going to go to third anymore.
He wasn't going to, he shouldn't try to go to third on that. So, Greg.
Not that fast. So Warren now down in second in scoring position with 2 outs. Usherwood took that, was a ball. So 1-1 to count. As he steps back in, he's got a duck on the pond to score right here. He'll be off and running on the crack of the bat. Swing, and chopper straight down again. He's hit 2 of those straight into the ground. Foul ball.
So that pitch, it got away from the catcher. That was a 59-foot curveball. Bounced well out in front of the plate. Stayed inside, so the catcher he didn't have a chance on that. And it looks like the ball, some turfs, the ball bounces a little bit different. It depends on how much rubbers are in that area, and there's a lot at home plate.
They got a bat on it, foul ball off again, so it now remains 1-2 for Usherwood.
I think everybody's fouling foul balls onto everybody else's field right now.
I know we are, yeah, that's what you're talking about. All right, so he steps back in, Gabaldon looking into him. Big lead back there for Derek. Here's the pitch. He reaches out again and fouls it off. Pretty good pitch there, and he got a piece of it.
Really good pitch. He's doing a good job of staying alive.
On deck is Whitmire, and then the whole hustling for the Bulldogs. They try to keep a 2-out rally going here. Pacheco got that. He drove that runner in with 2 outs. And then Warren still second base, the courtesy runner. That pitch inside. Ball 2. 2-2 with 2 outs.
Good job. So the Husky second baseman is holding the runner on. If Brant could take one of those curveballs and just send it to the right side, there's a giant hole over there.
Center fielder's facing the other way. He's going to hit that one foul over to the left side. So again, staying alive. He's way out in front. I think that was an off-speed pitch.
It was. That curveball stayed in, so he just pulled it foul over there. Doing a good job.
Brant will step back in. Gabaldon, that was his 54th pitch.
At some point, he's going to see a fastball, Joby. We just need him to be on time on it.
2-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Low and away.
It's right there.
He missed the where he wanted to put it, did Gabaldon, so full count now.
So what Brant has done, he's fouled off all of those curveballs. That's what he can do, and just hunt that fastball. And now he's got to protect the plate with 2 strikes for sure. But
low, that's
great at bat. Really a good at bat.
So that puts runners at first and second, and brings Jet Whitmire to the plate. He flew out to shallow center field his first time through. Now we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher, and that'll be Destin Pacheco, number 24. He came in the last inning that that we had. So we got our two courtesy runners in, our pitcher and catcher batting back-to-back.
That had to have been an 8 or 9 pitch at bat.
Yeah, he's up to 56 total right now through 2 and 2/3.
We'd like to run that total up a little bit more, too.
Balin has 52 through 3, so he's 4 pitches in front of the pitcher, but this pitcher's still going. I mean, he's still got some more pitches to throw here in the bottom of the third. He'll square the bunt, pulls it back. They're stealing all the way, and not even a throw.
Double still.
Yeah. Just squared around there to get in front of it to Jet, and the catcher didn't even attempt. They were off and going so fast. So ball 1, Derek at third base, and Destin at second, double steal. That pitch, Paul, strike one.
Jet didn't like that.
He thought it was low and away.
I'm saying that was a generous call, maybe.
Yeah, it looked low and a little bit outside.
It did look down to me, but
1-1. Curveball, kind of high inside, and missed it. Took a big cut at it.
I'm not sure that was a strike. He waited on it really well, but you know that pitch was up a little bit. But we'll see what he can do.
1 and 2. He'll be protected here. The runners will be going. Well, they don't have to because there's nobody behind them. Swing. It's a chopper to the third baseman. He catches it, throws it across in time. Whitmire was hustling, but he gets him. So out at first base on the ground out. But the Bulldogs get that run back as they score 1 run off of 1 hit. There was 1 error, and there were 2 runners left on base path. It is now 4-2 going into the top of the 4th, and we're going to take a 1-minute timeout.
It looks like we passed the last frost of the season, so now's the time to hop into our planters, yards, and gardens. Sun Country Homes and Gardens in Artesia is ready to help. Take a walk through the greenhouse and take your pick from a colorful selection ready to plant. It's warm enough for the Bermuda grass to wake up. Sun Country has the seed and fertilizer you need, whatever grass you have. Potting mix, compost, and lots of roses. Drive on down to Sun Country Homes and Gardens, just south of Artesia on 285. Sun Country, yes, we're open.
Southeast New Mexico College offers a variety of associate degrees and certificates to help you pursue your educational goals. You'll find high-quality, affordable associate programs like business and nursing. Certificate programs like natural gas compression, welding, and industrial maintenance are offered to serve the common needs. Find your direction at SENMC. Navigate new pathways through higher learning at Southeast New Mexico College. Learn more at senmc.edu.
All right, we're back here, Bulldog fans. At the plate is Hunter Solwick, number 16. He is 0 for 1. Line drive it back to Dalen, and he's going to look at Cole, strike 1. Good breaking ball.
Yeah, he smoked a line drive back to the pitcher first time up.
Yeah,
made a really nice play on it.
Yeah, he caught it, and then he turned and got him doubled up at second. They had the bases loaded. We got out of it with that double play. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on another great right. Good curveball.
You know, even if you have the highest ranked team or the best team and you think you have the best players, there's always got to be some kind of luck involved somewhere at some point in the game, and that might have been it right at that point.
Al Tipton just got a piece. Usherwood had set up outside, really on the outside edge. That's where he threw it. He got a piece of it and stays alive, so the count remains 0-2 for Solwick.
He just hit it right off the black on the end of the bat to stay alive.
0-2 and the pitch. Got him. Strikeout swinging. I don't know, is that a fastball?
I thought it was
Was it breaking?
But I thought he threw it really hard. I'm not sure. We will have to ask him at some point.
Yeah, he did throw it hard, so I thought it might have been but it could have broke some. All right, so that brings number 1 to the plate, Brady McGahee. He's the right fielder. He's 1 for 1. He doubled down the line. Jack dove for it just inside the third base bag, and Jack's kind of covering the line this time. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging at another good pitch. I think that was a fastball up in the zone on the outside edge. We'll see where Usherwood sets up this time as he's going to send out the signal. He's going to set up inside, Lee, try to get in on his hands. That pitch misses high and inside for ball 1.
I've got McGahee striking out last time.
I got him 1 for 1 with a double,
okay.
So I think
I must have marked it down wrong. I thought Chastain had the double.
Well,
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm going with you. Great pitch, good curveball. He kind of waved at it for strike two.
That was a defenseless swing right then.
He really took something off of it, and he was late even on the swing. He just kind of waved at it. Now time called, as Usherwood is. Boy, he had really set up on that outer edge, Lee.
So as soon as the hitter called timeout, he looked back and seen where the catcher's setting up, which that's legal. I mean, so he was really, that's not a bad timeout if you're a hitter.
Yeah.
They know he knows they were trying to go away from him on that.
Oh, a ball came in. I don't think he called it. I think that the ball came into the field over there, foul ball. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought the same as you. I thought the hitter called it, but I think that ball called it. Here's the pitch, a little bit outside by about 3 feet.
Yeah, needless to say, if it was the foul ball or the hitter calling timeout, he looked back right then.
He did, didn't he? 2-2, he's going to set up on that outside edge again as Usherwood. Pop fly out to right field. Charlie started to come in. Now he's going back. He's going to get to it and make the play.
As soon as he hit that, the wind kind of puffed towards right field, and Charlie had to recover and drift back to make a good play.
And he's playing shallow. Him and Whitmire both. They're playing really, really
pretty shallow.
Yeah. All right, so at the plate is Porter Chastain. I got him reaching on an error.
Okay.
That was that throw from short. Then we ended up getting him at second.
Yeah.
Swung on, fouled off to the right side over to the other field for strike one. On deck is the bottom of the order, the shortstop, number 3, Avery Deerholt. And then if they can get to him, Caleb Pena, the top of the order, is in the hole. And the pitch. Good pitch. It's going to be a line drive into right field. Charlie will pick it up and throw it in to Bub. So a 2-out hit. That gets us to the bottom of the order as Avery Deerholt will step in. He struck out looking his last time. So it's going to come right after him, I'm thinking, is Dalen. You don't want the number 9 hitter to get on in this position.
With 2 outs, you'd rather get this guy out and throw to the leadoff hitter the next inning with nobody on.
They act like they're going to run. Pretty good lead over there. Pacheco to the plate. They don't go. Good hit. Strike one. That curveball took something off of it. He just broke right into the middle of the plate.
Good job with Dalen attacking the strike zone. He's got a 2-run lead, so he's got a little room.
Long look into Usherwood. He's going to set up on the outside edge. Dalen peeks to first. Another peek over. Now to the plate. I'll tell you what, Lee, he's got that curveball working. That's good. He tried to check the swing, but it would have been called a strike.
Yeah, he can throw about anything he wants to right here. You just don't want to cover the middle of the plate with the pitch right here.
We'll see if Usherwood sets up. He is going to set up outside again. Try to get him to chase.
Leave the zone, yes.
Really good pitch. He did not swing at it. The Artesia fans wanted it, but doesn't get called. Just off the plate. Ball 1.
So he hit the catcher's mitt, but he was off the plate. That's 5 inches off the plate. So
Brant setting up out there again. See if he can lay off it again. That one backed up in the inside, but just missed for ball 2. So Usherwood had set up outside. That curveball was on the inside of the plate.
It was. He wasn't trying to leave it there for sure.
Usherwood asking for it up a little bit, and he's on the inside half. I got him. Back out looking. Shot number 3.
Really a good fastball. He had him confused on that at bat.
They did get a hit lead, but no runs. There were no errors, and 1 runner left on base as we go into the bottom of the 4th. Bulldogs leading 4-2. Coming to the plate for Artesia, Huffman, Campbell, Beauregard. We'll take a 1-minute timeout.
For quality, convenience, and a great selection, your hometown, family-owned and operated Guy Chevrolet Company of Artesia has the solution. We have the best selection of Chevy and GMC SUVs, both big and small, to fit your crew's needs. Have a new graduate or a new driver? We have fuel efficiency paired with 5-star overall safety ratings to give you peace of mind. We'd love to show you around here at the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, or buy online at guychevy.com.
At
First American Bank, we champion for you and your small business. Our dedicated business banking team offers you individualized financial solutions, lending expertise, innovative products, and personal attention. Our goal is to help you be ready for your next opportunity. Let us be your partner in growth and success, because when you succeed, we do too. First American Bank, your local first community bank since 1903. Equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back here to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Lee Johnson and Joby Hodlin here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. The Artesia Bulldogs leading here going into the bottom of the fourth inning. We are the home team. 4-2 is our score. And coming to the plate, the first baseman, number 10, Aiden Huffman. He was drop third strike, tagged out, so he's 0 for 1. He'll step in to face Gabaldon for the second time. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 1. Solwick, Garcia, and McGahee, left to right. Johnson, Deerholt, Chastain, and Pena, third to first, with Bayo catching Gabaldon. There's your defense for the Huskies. Swing and a miss. He got him to chase one. Good curveball. He kind of waved at that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a defensive swing. I thought maybe an excuse me swing.
That's what it looked like. Excuse me. And the 1-1. That's a little bit outside. Tried the same pitch this time. Aiden held off. 2-1.
I thought he was going to call that because he kind of buckled his shoulders a little bit. I mean, like he was going to raise that right hand.
Yeah. 2-1. That one he is going to call. Good fastball. Strike 2 called. 2-2 now.
No, so he's seen 2 different pitches for strikes, and the pitcher has him about right where he wants him.
And the pitch hung on. Pop fly high in the air. Second baseman and right fielder going to it. Right fielder keeps coming, and he'll make the play for out number 1.
A good job of the right fielder. So the second baseman was running as hard as he could till he heard the right fielder call him off and to make the catch. That's what pretty good communication there.
That's exactly what you want to see as a coach for your team. Make sure they're communicating well. Don't run into each other, which they did not. That ball was hit sky high, but as you said, McGahee come in and calls off his second baseman, Chastain, and makes the play. So that'll bring Charlie Campbell to play. He walked his first time. If you remember, he really fouled off a bunch of pitches, had a really good at-bat.
He did.
Ended up drawing the walk. He's right up on the plate, up in the front of the zone. Here's the pitch, high, ball 1. Bub Beauregard on deck, and then Frankie Galindo on the hole. 1 out here. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Bulldogs lead 4-2. Get up here, it's win or go home, Lee, and so the Bulldogs want to keep that 2-run lead the rest of the ball game.
Absolutely.
Here's the pitch. That misses down and away. Ball 2. Good eye there by Charlie.
So the infield for the Huskies, they're dead straight away. Outfielders are straight away, but the left and the right fielders are pinched to the gaps, which they should be.
Swung on, hard chopper. That's going to be a base hit. Infield single. Charlie gets down there quickly. Shortstop made a good play, Lee. Almost got there.
Nice play to make it close.
Yeah, he made it close, but Charlie hustling down there on that high chopper. Got over the third baseman's glove. He was going into the hole or toward short, and then the shortstop backing him up. Makes a good throw.
I call that a Baltimore chop when it hits real hard off that turf, and we were fortunate to get it over the third baseman's head, which was a good break for Charlie on that.
All right, so Bub Beauregard will step in. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging in his first time. He'll be looking to lace one somewhere. Got a big gap between right and left. We're off and running, and then it's going to be a chopper, so that was a hit and run. Chopper foul down the left side.
Now, he was protecting the runner. Good pitch to run on. Good curveball.
0-1 now to Bub. On deck is Frankie Galindo with 1 out. In the hole, Jet Fuentes. So we're back to the top of the order after Bub finds the gap. 4-2 Artesia leads here. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Gabaldon has gone the whole way. That was his 69th pitch. As Bub steps back in, 0-1 the count with 1 out. Charlie gets a good lead over there. He was picked off earlier. He'll get back safely this time.
I figured might throw over after that fouled off hit and run attempt there. I think he did that the last time. Caught Charlie off guard.
Yep. All right, he took another step. He's off and going.
Good jump. Really a good jump.
Pop fly, the infield. Go back, Charlie, go back. He's going to get thrown out. Ends the inning. All right, so the score remains 4-2 Artesia as we go into the top of the fifth. We'll be back in 1 minute.
I'll talk about that play on that hit and run, man.
It's a great time to buy a Kubota. From America's #1 selling compact tractor to zero-turn mowers and versatile RTVs. Get your perfect match delivered to your door. Now through June 30th. Get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, or up to $3,000 off an L3302 compact Kubota tractor. Now through 6.
4-2 is where we're at going into the top of the 5th inning. Coming to the plate is number 9, Caleb Pena. He is the leadoff batter playing first base. He is 1 for 2. He singled to lead the game off and then struck out swinging his last time through. Pacheco's on his 69th pitch right here as Usherwood sets up on the outer third. That's where he threw it. That's a line drive, and that's fair. That's going to be a lot of trouble. He'll turn and go to second.
Oh, man.
Campbell can't find it.
He had 3.
He didn't realize he had 3, so he holds up a 2 as he goes into second base.
So when the ball's hit like that, and the runner before he gets to second base needs to pick up that third base coach down here, and he was telling him to come, but he hit that one hard, right where the ball was pitched just then.
Literally jumped up some chalk down there.
I did.
Just inside, just
and
on
when the ball hit in the very corner, it ricocheted back into the field a good way, several feet.
Yeah, Charlie had to change gears and go get it.
He did.
So the leadoff double. Batter up the plate, Gergen. He's 0 for 2.
Good pitch.
Fouls that straight back. Good curveball. Kind of off the end of the bat. Really wasn't a straight back. He barely got a piece of it, actually.
Yeah, great curveball.
So the count 0-1 to Gergen. Again, he's 0-2. He struck out swinging, and he reached on an error. 0-1 to count. Nobody out. Runner at second. There's the pitch. Strike 2 called.
So he started calling that pitch right there, whether it's on or off the plate just a little bit, but he's been calling that the last couple of innings. So he's been more consistent on that pitch right now.
Usherwood sets up outside. 0-2. Hot fly up to the right side out of play, so he stays alive on another good curveball.
Good curveball. Gergen's a tall kid. Looks like he's about 6'2", might be pushing 6'3".
Yeah, he's long and lanky. DHing today. He steps back in. Pacheco looking into Usherwood for the pitch. Let's see where he's going to set up on that outside and asking for it up. Fastball up. He threw the fastball just a little bit outside. Ball 2.
Did. Well, I'm looking at the right side of our infield. So the second baseman's holding the runner on, which leaves a big gap over there. But sure like that first baseman to back up some so he has a little bit better angle to the ball.
That pitch high almost hits him. Ball 2. I said ball 2 a while ago, but it wasn't. It was 1-2. Now it's 2-2.
Because the kid's down in the count, 2 strikes. He's not going to bunt. Anyway, but sure like to give yourself some room over there because there's a big hole to the right side. His job's trying to get that runner from second to third right now.
Pacheco took a look back and out of the plate. Good hit.
Outstanding pitch.
So 1 down here with the strikeout, and that'll bring their number 3 batter, center fielder number 7, Nolan Garcia, to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He singled and flew out. He's the one that hit that little bloop. I said it earlier, and he's back up. Pretty big lead back there. Fuentes coming in behind the runner. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. Bio, the number 4 hitter and the catcher, is on deck, and Gabaldon, the pitcher, in the hole. So Dalen takes a look in. That was his 76th pitch. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Bulldogs lead. Good strike called on a good curveball.
It was. Dalen on that last strikeout, he does such a good job of just taking just a little bit more off that curveball. And it's like 2 pitches. He can throw one kind of firm and one kind of not firm or not as firm.
And the pitch. Had to smother that ball that Usherwood was down low, so 2-1 now the count.
So the Bulldogs think this kid's going to hit and he's hit the ball twice to the right side. They're thinking he's going to hit it that way again.
There's a ground ball. Fuentes will scoop it up.
Play.
Scoop it up.
Good play.
He's
standing play by Jack Byers.
Yeah, he got that ball up off the turf. Bounced up. He had to catch it kind of within his chest, and then he put the tag down.
He did.
So a good play there as they get the lead-off runner.
Really, that was a gift by the base runners.
Yeah.
Balls to that side. The coach told him, I bet 1,000,000 times, ground ball's got to be through on this side. So he did the Bulldogs a favor by taking off. Not the best throw by Jet, but it was, you get a pretty true hop off the carpet right there. And Jack did a good job of really getting his bare hand on top of the ball.
So 2 down, runner down at first is Garcia. To play is Trey Bayo. He is hit by pitch, and there's a big cut.
They're just swinging through that curveball right now.
That ball just dropped out.
Good. He's got really good tilt on it right now.
Yeah, and he took a huge cut at it. He's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch, and he flew out. 0-1 count. Fly ball, right field, go back, and now he'll get under it. That will be out number 3 as the fly out to Campbell ends the threat. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. They got 1 hit, no runs, no Bulldog errors, 1 runner left on base. 4-2, Artesia going to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Family owned and operated for 4 generations, Forest Tire is here to service all your tire needs day and night. With your busy travel schedule, what you need is a tire that can keep up. Like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire with an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect. You can lose track of time and focus on what really matters. For all your tire needs, brakes and alignments too, Forest Tire Company is a friend you can always count on. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
All right, we're going into the bottom of the 5th inning here. The Bulldogs leading 4-2. As Hope Christian's catcher just got his gear on and got out there, they'll throw 1 more pitch to him, and then we'll be ready to go.
Damon's done a good job, really the whole game, even when he was in trouble in the first inning, of scattering those hits out. And of course, we took 1 good play by him, but, if you scatter those hits out to just one and leave them stranded, that's as good as you can do.
Well, they've had 5 hits. We've had 5 hits. They've had 2 errors. We've had 2 errors. They've left 5 runners on the base path. We've only left 2. There's your difference in the ballgame. Frankie steps in. He's 1 for 2. He hit it hard both times. Stroked it into left center his first time for a single, and then stroked it out to right. He's going to bunt it but foul to the left side for strike 1. He tried that his first at bat too. He led off bottom of the first with a bunt attempt, and he hit it kind of hard down the third base line. That time it kind of straight down and fouled back.
Yeah, he did. When he shows pretty early like that gives that third baseman a chance to get up there right in his face. So
he's going to bunt it. If it stays, and it doesn't, pretty good bunt, but just goes foul on the right side this time for foul ball strike 2. Kind of deadened that one lead, but he hit it right down the line. Cold foul.
Yeah.
That could have stayed fair. It would have been a tough play with his speed.
Been a tough play.
Catcher got out of the stance pretty quick. Pitcher was coming as well. But 0-2 the count. Nobody out. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. And he hit. Oh, and they called it they'd have caught the outside corner. Called strike 3.
Yeah, he's been consistent. He's been calling that pitch lately for both sides.
Yeah. That'll bring Jeff Winters to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He doubled in the first, got an RBI, and then he walked his last at bat. So he'll step in here with 1 out, try to get something going. And the pitch. He doesn't chase it. Good job. Ball 1. That's a breaking ball, and it was a pretty good pitch. Jeff checked us. He didn't check it. He just hitched and held off swinging, and that's 1-0 count now. Byers on deck and Pacheco in the hole for the Artesia Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out. Bulldogs lead 4-2. Going to be called strike 1. Caught the outside edge and on that lower half.
Good pitch by Gabaldon.
1-0 1-1 the count. Jet steps back in and the pitch. He hit it hard, right center. Can the left fielder get left center? Left fielder squeezed in, Lee. He got to it easier than I thought he would. That's out number 2 on the line drive.
He hit that ball really hard. Good. So with the outfielders being a little bit deeper and pinched in just a little bit more, really had him played perfect. He hit that ball really hard.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe Jack can get something going right here.
So Jack's going to try to do that. He's 0 for 2. He struck out looking and then line drive about the same place that Jet just did, out the left center. He'll look at ball 1. So Jack looking to get something going as he, like I said, 0 for 2. He's wanting to stroke one somewhere. Just a slight breeze. But pretty calm here at the ballpark. High, ball 2. On deck is Dalen Pacheco, and in the hole, Brent Usherwood for the Bulldogs.
So Jack's going to be location hunting right here. Something up in the strike zone he can handle.
Gabaldon takes a look in. Now he's coming. His catcher sets up in the middle. Low and away, ball 3. Catcher tried to frame that one, held his toes, but not going to get that called. It's too low.
We'll see if Coach Bickle turns Jack loose right here, 3-0.
I didn't even see him look down. So
he did.
Oh, he did. That's going to be called a strike. Good fastball. Caught that outside edge. 3-1 the count. So, again, a good hitter's count right here for Jack. Don't want to chase one out of zone, but they get him one there. He's going to swing, cut it in half. Which he hit that one high in the air, right side. It's going to be trouble. And that does fall. Jack's going to hold up. He was kind of watching it. If he'd have been running hard the whole way, it'd have been a second, I think.
Yeah, it'd have been close.
Yeah.
Tough play right there in no man's land.
Right down the line, and second baseman almost got to
Almost got there. That's a long run for him, even playing where he was, deep and straight away right there.
Right fielder was playing real deep. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, that's, sometimes you got to give up something to get something. So he's playing deeper to keep balls, try not to give up any extra base hits, but that one can fall in front of him.
Dalen, 2 for 2, a double and a single. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. I thought he foul-tipped it.
He did. Good curveball by Gabaldon. Had Dalen out front of Harris.
Well, Dalen has hit it hard both times he's been at the plate. 2 down. Fires back in easily. He didn't have a very big lead to begin with.
He did not.
Well, Gabaldon just threw it over there. He's only thrown it over there about 4 times, and one of them was a pickoff.
That's a pretty good percentage.
Yeah. If Dalen can stroke it again. He does. Rips it into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Myers will come on to third. Dalen will look at the throw, but he'll stop it at first. So on the corners after a rip, he's not 3 for 3. Dalen definitely helping himself, and he'll be courtesy run. Coming in to run for him once again will be number 6 for the Bulldogs, Derek Warren. He's come in all 3 times. Now the head coach is going to come out and talk. I think that's the head coach. Going to come out and talk to his.
That is. That's
to his pitcher,
Fernando Salinas.
83rd pitch is what Gabaldon just threw. It's ripped into left field for a single.
Yeah, Dalen smoked that baseball.
Yeah, he's hit it hard all 3 at bats.
Really has.
Ripped it. So that'll bring Brandt to the plate. Usherwood has reached on an error and he's walked. He's 0 for 1. They leave their defense as is, but he came out and talked to him. Now Usher will step in here with a runner 90 feet away. 2 down. He's got to get a base hit here to get him in. Or a pass ball could work. Myers is not the fastest. He ain't slow. He's not one of our fastest guys.
I think he's good. Anticipates the ball, like it's ball in the dirt really well.
Runner's going to go to second easily as ball 1. Usher would have turned around to get in front of that, and he pulled back. Ball 1, and Derek Warren now standing in scoring position.
So we've got some activity down in the Husky bullpen right now.
So he's giving his guy a chance, I guess, to get a couple balls thrown in. Here's the pitch. All to the strike. That's the upper end of the strike zone. 1-1. 4-2 Bulldogs lead. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bulldogs threatening here with 2 outs. They got runners at second and third. Myers down at third, and Warren at second, courtesy running. Al tips that one back. Strike one. Oh, strike two. I'm sorry. 1-2 now the count.
Good job, Gabaldon, getting ahead in the count.
Yeah. Brad step back in. Again, they're really playing deep out there in the outfield, and they're pinched in, so.
Yeah, anything over the infield should score 2 runs.
Yep. At the stopper, it's going to be foul, third base side. Jack fields it for him and tosses it back to the pitcher. So the count remains 1-2. Usherwood step back in here.
Grant today's done a good job down in the count, fouling off strike 2 pitches.
Yeah, he went deep earlier and got a walk. That was his last bat. He rips it into left field. That's a base hit. We're going to come up throwing. They are, but they'll come to the plate. Not in time. 2 out. Single for 2 RBIs. Usherwood knocks them in. It is now 6-2 Artesia.
I'm not sure what the pitch was, but it was belt high. So he had a good pitch to handle then, Joby. Really good job. Well, those 2 runs are huge right now.
Yes, they are. Courtesy runner is going to be Destin Pacheco for the catcher. So he's down at first. Whitmire now will step in from the right side. He is 0 for 2. He's flown out to center field, grounded out to the infield over on the left side to Johnston. That was that high chopper that he had time to get to it. Throw over, he dives in safety, does Pacheco.
Yeah, he was leaning a little bit.
He was definitely leaning. I think he was going.
Well, we'll see if he is.
2 down, 6-2 Bulldogs. They get that 2-out single. It scores 2 by the catcher, Usherwood. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Right one. Aiden Huffman on deck and Charlie Campbell in the hole for the Bulldogs. They want to keep this 2-out rally going.
They do. We've done a good job this year scoring runs with 2 outs.
Gabaldon takes a peek now to the plate. That's going to be just high. Good breaking ball, but didn't get down, so ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Whitmire steps back in. Gabaldon to the plate. Swung on. That's a fly ball to right field.
No,
right fielder
held up
comes forward, and he'll make the play. That is out number 3. But the Artesia Bulldogs do some damage as they get 3 hits, 2 runs scored. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base as we go into the top of the 6th. Artesia 6, Hope Christian 2. 1-minute timeout. We'll be right back.
You drove the miles and your tires are done. Got to shop the best prices under the sun at Big O. Big O Tires.
Shop top brand tires with the lowest tire price guarantee and visit your locally owned Big O Tires. Now through May 26th, get $80 to $120 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Cooper, Nexen, Nitto, or Sumitomo brand tires with installation purchase. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Pressure Services LLC in Artesia, New Mexico has immediate openings for experienced vacuum truck, kill truck, and hydrovac operators. Operators must hold a Class A CDL, at least 2 years of experience, and all positions require a clean driving record and must be able to pass a DOT drug and alcohol screening. Pressure Services offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contribution towards health benefits. Please apply in person at 2702 North Freeman in Artesia, New Mexico. Equal opportunity employer.
All right, coming to the plate for the visiting Hope Christian Huskies to start things off is number 2, the pitcher, Luciano Gabaldon.
1 at a time.
He's 0 for 1. Line drive out and a walk. Curveball. This is inside and high, ball 1. On deck is Hunter Solwick, and in the hole, Brady McGahee. I think so I've been saying it. Here's the 1-0. A little bit low, ball 2. So defensively, we have Whitmire, Galindo, Campbell left to right, Myers, Fuentes, Beauregard, Huffman third to first, Usherwood catching, and Dalen Pacheco on the hill. 2-0 count, top of the 6th, first batter. Pitch called, just missed away. Curveball, 3-0.
Yeah, he needs to try to come back on him and not give up this walk right here, even if he hits his way on.
He did, strike 1. Gabaldon taking the whole way there. And the Bulldogs putting some guys down in the bullpen to warm up. Here's the 3-1. Good pitch.
Nice pitch.
It's going to get out of play.
Never saw it.
Yeah, I caught it right up there, and it just faded on over.
That's a high sky right now.
Yes, it is. So, full count, payoff pitch. Pitcher versus pitcher here. Gabaldon swinging. He stayed alive on baseball 4.
He got in on him.
Yeah. And up. So he fouls it off, stays alive. Full count remains intact. Pacheco taking a look into Usherwood. Let's see where he sets up. Going to set up on that outside edge. And the pitch. Curveball. Got him.
Great pitch. Up a little bit, but still in the strike zone. Frozen. I call that frozen pizza, Joby.
Yeah, it almost buckled his knees. It was just a good pitch. Yeah, you're exactly right. That'll bring Solwick to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He is line drived out and struck out swinging, and he'll step in. 1 out. 6-2 Bulldogs. Top of the 6th. Good pitch. Strike 1. Called on a breaking ball.
Hey, like for Dalen to keep attacking the strike zone like he is.
Let his defense play behind him.
Absolutely.
He got a 4-run lead. Keep coming after him. Good pitch again. Strike 2. Another breaking ball. Broke front door. Got right in on that inside corner. So down quickly. 0-2 is Hunter Solwick. On deck is Brady McGahee, and in the hole, Porter Chastain. 0-2. Usherwood sets up outside. Here's the pitch. Pop fly up and out of play.
Good.
He'll stay alive.
So in 93, 94, Dalen reminds me of a pitcher we had by the name of J.P. Hudson. He threw primarily, I call it a slurve because it's a really hard curveball, but Dalen reminds me of him because he likes that off speed.
That pitch misses down and away. Tried to get him to chase when he took fastball there. Good pitch, but
I think he's setting up the next pitch right here.
Solwick stayed off of it, so the count goes to 1-2. He's going inside here. Pop fly out to right field. Charlie will get over to the right side and make the play for out number 9. He's got a lot of pop flies, Pacheco.
He has. He gets a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good fastball.
Okay. All right, so that'll bring Brady McGahee to the plate. He is 1 for 2. He doubled down the line in left field his first at bat, and then he hit a pop fly out to Charlie in second at bat. Went the other way. 2 down. 6-2 Bulldogs. We're in the top of the 6th. That curveball just broke. Not enough. Ball 1. It was over the middle, but a little high.
That stayed up.
94 pitch there. We do have we got some guys down throwing, 2 of them in the bullpen. Strike call. Good fastball. I think it might have been a curve. He just threw it hard. Caught that inside half.
Looks like we got Diego Morales and Derek Warren warming up.
Pitch.
Good pitch. Nice pitch.
Good curveball. 1-2 now the count to McGahee. 2 down. One gets a strike out the side right here. He's setting up, asking for it high and tight. He stayed alive with fastball. Fouled it back. See where Usherwood sets up this time. That wasn't quite inside where he wanted it, and probably not as high. He just missed that pitch, really.
Right.
Got a lot of the plate. He's setting up on the outer third this time as Usherwood. Swing and miss. Got him to chase. Usherwood dropped it, but he fires it down to first in time. That is out number 3 on the drop third strike.
Great pitch by Dalen.
All right.
Curveball in the dirt. Brant did a really good job of staying in front. Throws it down, throws him out at first.
No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll have a new pitcher coming in. It's going to be number 3. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com. At Artesia Ford Sales, we're doing something big. It's employee pricing for everyone. That's right, you pay what we pay on a wide selection of new Ford vehicles. From the tough American-made F-150 to the versatile Explorer, you're getting unbeatable deals on vehicles built right here in the USA. We've proudly served families like yours in Artesia and the surrounding area for many years, and now we're saying thank you the best way we know how, with real savings. Hurry into Artesia Ford Sales, where family, fairness, and Ford come first.
All right, we've had some changes here going into the bottom of the sixth inning. Bulldogs lead 6-2, so they kind of moved, rotated around here. The pitcher goes to first base. The first baseman, Caleb Pena, goes to second. The second baseman, Porter Chastain, goes to short. And the shortstop, Avery Deerholt, comes to pitch. So he'll talk to his catcher right now after they threw it around. Coming to the plate, Aiden Huffman for the Bulldogs. He's 0 for 2. Oh, drop third strike, strike out, and a fly out to shallow right field. Aiden's due. He'll step in and try to get something going. Add some more insurance runs. First pitch, down and in, and he swung at it. That's ball one, but he fouls it back. Strike one. He's aggressive at the plate.
He is. Yeah. They swung at ball one then. That was way inside.
And the pitch swung on, high pop fly, the shortstop.
Can't ever tell. You got to run him out.
Shortstop back up, and he'll make the play, and that's Chastain for out number one on the pop fly. Just out shallow left center. Shortstop had his beat on it the whole way. All right, so to the plate, Charlie Campbell. He's 1 for 1. He's walked and single.
Hello, Coach. Good luck to you today.
Thanks.
Tell me how it's going.
Right. Here's the pitch from Deerholt. Just a bit low. Ball one. On deck is Bub Beauregard, and in the hole, Frankie Galindo. One out here in the bottom of the sixth. 6-2 Artesia. Looking to advance. Here's the pitch. Swung on. He hit it hard right out there. It's a single.
It'll be a single.
Yeah, playing him so deep. Charlie Lee gets that one-out single. Line drive to left field. So that brings Bub Beauregard to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He struck out swinging, and he pop fly out to the shortstop his last time up and got us in a hit-run double play.
Probably going to see some action on the bases right here.
They're definitely looking at their sign from Coach. But Bub will step in. Charlie got doubled up last time on that pop fly in the infield. He was stealing, and he's going to bunt it. Pretty good bunt. Third baseman only go to first, so Charlie down at second on the sacrifice. Five 3 to put out.
Runs that one pretty firm. Pretty easy play for the third baseman on that.
So
he would probably tell you he would be a little bit softer, maybe.
Yeah, I have changed the single.
Right.
All right, top of the order, Frankie Galindo. He's 1 for 3. Big lead for Charlie. First pitch, low and away, ball one.
Good take by Frankie. Should be fastball hunting again, Joby.
He's got a gap out in right center bigger than Dallas.
He does.
And they're playing him really deep, too. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's a base hit in the sixth hole. Charlie's going to come on through. He's going to have to get down. Place it home. 2-out single for Frankie Galindo. He gave an RBI out of that one. Charlie never slowed down. He gets in there safely.
So Frankie fastball hunting, Joby. I called it.
You did.
He got something up in the zone and squared it up.
All right, so Fuentes will step in on the right side. He's 1 for 2. He's walked. He's doubled. He's hit a hard line shot out to the left fielder. He's hit the ball hard both times he's hit it. Galindo with a humongous lead. He's going to dive back and get by the first baseman. He'll end up with a second.
Overthrow by the pitcher.
Glendo goes into second easily on the throw over.
I'm not sure about all the dancing around, but it was effective.
Yeah, bad throw, but there's an error on the pictures of that throw.
Right.
And that just puts a lot of pressure. He come into a hot situation, did this pitcher.
He did. That's high stress, high leverage stuff.
7-2 Bulldogs lead. Swing and a foul tip into the glove.
Oh, Jed will tell you he should have smoked that baseball.
He took a cut at it.
He did.
Just foul tipped
He
it.
did. That's okay.
Yeah, 0-1 now the count, Jed. And the pitch. He did swing at that one and knocked it out of the park on the left side. Foul. Strike two.
Not sure that might have been. It was off the strike zone, needless to say. But.
Yeah, 0-2 now the count. He'll shorten up here. He's got a runner in speed down there, and he's running. If it's anywhere except for to the right side, Glendo will score. But he'll be running if it's not over there to the left side. That's inside, ball one. On deck, Jack Myers, and in the hole, Dalen Pacheco for the Bulldogs. Deerholt comes set to the plate. Swung on. That's a line drive. Can the center fielder get there? He can, and that'll be out number 3. Line drive out there. But the Bulldogs get a run, which is what you want to do. Keep adding on. So the Bulldogs end up getting 2 hits, 1 run scored. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. Bulldogs 7, Oak Christian 2, and this is their last at bat unless they tie it up. 7-2 our score. Bulldogs with the lead. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Did you know that God values relationships? At Faith Baptist Church, we exist to begin, build, and broaden a relationship with God and with others. We want a relationship with God through faith in His Son, Jesus Christ, as our Savior. And we also want a relationship with others in a healthy biblical community. Come join us as we strive together to go from where we are to where God wants us to be. 10:30 on Sunday mornings and 6:15 on Wednesday evenings.
401 South 20th in Artesia or visit fbcartesia.com.
All right, we're going into the top of the 7th, Bulldog fans. Our team's leading 7-2. Dalen Pacheco looking to get the complete game. He's facing Porter Chastain, who moved over to shortstop. Porter is 1 for 2. He reached on an error, and he singled. So he's been on both times. First pitch, swinging, fouled off to the right side, out of play.
Good job of Dalen just attacking the strike zone like he's been doing. Really good job.
And you said it, and I said it too. We mimicked each other. That's what he wants to do right here. 5-1 lead. Just come at him. Let your defense play behind you. 0-1 the count. Good curveball. It's a pot fly shallow, and it's going to be well, shoot. I thought he was going to call him off, but Bub tries to get it. Goes in and out of his glove.
That's a tough chance. Really a tough chance.
I really thought we would have caught that if he had called him off, but it falls. So Chastain down at first base, and to the plate comes number 31. He's pinch hitting here. It's Gabaldon. Marcelo Gabaldon. He's pinch hitting for the new pitcher. So he has not batted yet. And did they get a courtesy runner in there, down there for Chastain? I think they did.
I think so.
Well,
can't see a number.
Well, it's a 2, so it may be him. It looks like it's him, but I don't know. All right, so Gabaldon will step in to face Pacheco for the first time. Curveball, call, strike one.
Good pitch.
He just attacked the strike zone. He's right down the middle on that curveball.
You know, even if they, you'd rather give up a hit or whatever than walk them. So just keep attacking the strike zone.
A little bit down in the turf. Good cover up there by Usherwood. Keeps him down there. Ball 1-1 now to count.
Well, I would love to see about a 6-4-3 double play ball right here.
That'd be nice. Pacheco leans, takes a look over. Now he peeks from the set and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly, going back pretty well, but it's not going to be enough to drive him over as Campbell goes back and makes the play for out number 1. Campbell's been busy. He's caught about 6 or 7 out there in right field.
Yes.
Look at that. So 1 down as Caleb Pena comes to the plate, the leadoff batter. He is 2 for 3, singles and a double around the strikeout swinging. So his last time up, he doubled down the right field line into that corner. And if he would have been looking, he'd have been a triple. Curveball, he laid off of it, a little bit high, ball 1. On deck is Gergen, and in the hole, Garcia. Pretty good lead over there on first base.
I do that all the time, go the wrong way.
He's going to throw over there, as he did have a pretty good lead. Pacheco hasn't gone over there much. That might have been his second time to throw to first.
Right.
Still got 2 warming up out there. If Pacheco gets in a spot here, I'm sure they'll bring in a pitcher to finish it off. He's got 104 pitches thrown. Swung on, fouled off to the right side. Foul ball, strike 1.
Good pitch. Dalen, we just need to keep getting single outs. We don't have to double them up or whatever, and then the game will be over.
All right, Pacheco, a long look into Usherwood. He's going to set up out there on the outside. See if he can get him to chase a curveball here. That's what he threw. He did chase it, but he gets that on it down the first baseline foul for foul ball, strike 2.
Boy, he let that ball get really deep, did the hitter. That was inside, too, and he put the Derek Jeter inside-out swing on it.
Out there in right field, Campbell goes and gathers it up. He's just going to throw it over to the right side. They already got a new ball out there to Dalen. 1-2 the count, 1 out. Pacheco, a long look into Usherwood. Usherwood setting up on the inner third. Foul ball off again to the right side. Count remains 1-2.
Now that pitch leaked over the middle of the plate. He was trying to go inside.
Looked like another inside-outside swing. He's going to set up outside is Usherwood. High, ball 2. 2-2 now the count. A foul ball comes in for a time called. Puck's going to go field it up, throw it back over to the dugout for the Bulldogs. And Pacheco asking for a new ball. So he'll get that from the umpire. 2-2. Pena steps back in. 1 out. We're in the top of the 7th. Bulldogs lead by 5, 7-2. Runner down to first base. 2-2 pitch. Swung on again, inside-outside swing. Fouled it down the right side. Count remains 2-2. Look at outside. Pretty good job fighting it off there at the plate for Pena, the leadoff batter. And we know he's a good hitter. He's not at number 1 spot in the lineup for just any reason.
That's right. Looks like he has 2 hits on
He does. He's got a single and a double. He's 2 for 3. 2-2 count. Dalen to the plate. Curveball way high. Snap throw down, not in time. That'll be ball 4 or ball 3. That takes a full count to Pena. Gergen on deck, Garcia in the hole. 1 out, 7-2 Artesia on top of the 7th. Pacheco looks over at first. Now he'll come set. Usherwood on the outer third. Inside, and that's ball 4. Fastball missed in. So Gergen will come to the plate. He's 0 for 3. He struck out and error and struck out, both times swinging. He's going to have Coach come in and talk to him for a minute. Or he's
got a pinch hitter, Joby. Johnson's going to hit for himself. The third baseman's going to hit for himself.
Oh, that's not Gergen. Oh.
That's Johnson.
Yeah, I looked down. I didn't even look up. So Keegan Johnson going to come in and hit. He, like Lee said, he's been DH for all game long. He's coming in Gergen's spot. Now they got a courtesy runner coming in for number 9. So they're just doing whatever they can here. That's not a courtesy. That's a pinch runner.
being Gergen 0 for 3, you know, he's just going to let the kid hit for himself. He's been DH for him, see what he can do. So the Bulldogs right here, Joby, just need to get an out on a plate, no matter where the runners end up.
Right? Can't tell who come in to pinch run. Boy, he got a big lead, but Fuentes coming in behind him. Here's the pitch inside, ball 1.
Can't really worry. Really, you don't want to worry about the runners too much with the 5-run lead. Nobody can hit a 5-run homer,
right?
If you know what I mean. So
exactly.
Just pick your target up, throw a good strike, let it.
Here's the pitch. That was a good strike.
And let that happen.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. So.
1-1 to count to Johnson. On deck is Garcia, and then the whole bio, the center field, or the catcher. Still don't know who's down there running, but they got a pinch runner in. Swing and a miss.
Yes.
Strike 2. Another one of those high stress plays here for the guy that hadn't been batting.
It is. So that curveball looks like it's in that strike zone, and then it's not.
It just goes out.
Yes. Absolutely a really good pitch.
1-2. He's going to set up on that outer third again. Maybe the same pitch coming. Oh, he throws the fastball. He's going to throw it down. That was dangerous.
Good throw.
It's a good throw. That scares me sometimes. It gets by and you get
all right. We have 2 guys backing him up.
Yeah. Let's go 2 down. That was a perfect throw.
It was. Really good throw.
2-2, 1 out. Runners at first and second for the Christian Huskies. Third strike. Oh! I thought.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. I thought he was throwing it out, but it's just outside, so full count to Keegan Johnson, the third baseman, who is batting for himself. His first at bat here in the ball game. Top of the 7th.
You know, Brand asked him where it was. He said, just off the plate.
And the payoff. Swing, and he stayed alive on a fantastic pitch. He pulled that pitch.
Pretty good job of it. That was done well by both guys.
Yeah, he barely got a piece of it. Pulled that perfect pitch. Count remains full. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Top of the 7th. Got him. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 2. Bulldogs got forces at second, first, and third. Coming to the plate will be Olin Garcia, center fielder. He is 1 for 3. Singled his first time through, but then since then he's flown out, hit into a fielder's choice. So Dalen, this will be his 119th pitch. We got a time called, and we're going to have a change in pitcher. No, he's going to leave him. He's changed his mind. I kind of like changing his mind right here. Let Dalen battle. Go ahead and get the win.
Yeah, with a 5-run lead, I mean, he's still feeling good.
Here's the pitch. Swing and miss. Got him to chase that curveball out of the zone.
Yeah.
0-1 now to Garcia. Down to their final out here. 7-2 Bulldogs. Top of the 7th. Pacheco battling. He's gone the whole way. Pitched a heck of a game. That's swung on. That's going to be a extra base hit. Galindo gets it on the second hop. They're going to hold the runner at third, so only 1 run scores, but that puts the runner as a double. Now we're going to see a change. There's 1 out to go here. Let's go, they had it done. Diego! So Diego. Dalen Pacheco did a fantastic job.
I'm even going to give him a round. Really.
Dalen throws 41 balls, 79 strikes, 120 total pitches. He scatters 7 hits over 6 2/3. And let's see what his ERA was. But coming into pitch, we're going to keep it here. So coming into pitch for the final out will be Diego Morales. So let's look at Dalen's line. Those 120 total pitches. He gave up 3 runs, 2.7 ERA, 9 strikeouts, 5 of them swinging, 4 of them looking, and did not get. Oh, yeah, he did 2 base on balls and 1 hit by pitch. But a pretty good game. He scattered those hits.
Really a good job scattering those hits.
And induced a lot of fly balls.
Yes, sir.
All right, so if the Bulldogs can hold on here, their lead has been cut. It's now 7-3. So a 4-run lead with 2 outs. If they can hold on, they'll face the winner of the 12-13 game. So in the first round, number 12 seed, Goddard Rockets defeats number 5 seed. They move on.
Right.
And the 13 seed, who is it? It just left my mind. I don't have the deal in front of me. I think it was
Who are you asking? I want to
the
listen.
13 seed. Who was that won?
It was Chaparral.
Chaparral. I could see their field and everything. I couldn't think of their name.
And the Chaparrals and the Rockets are in the house.
They are in the house. They're here. They're watching this ball game. 7-3 Artesia. So coming in here is Morales. Everybody else stayed put. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1, Paul.
So we're curveball friend, heavy staff right now. So
that one on the outside corner, right about knee high. Paul, strike 1. Here's the pitch. Outside with the fastball. He's got a pop on his fastball.
Yeah, he's got a live arm.
That's ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. A little bit outside again. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. It's Bayo at the plate. He's 0 for 2. He hit my pitch his first time through, and then he's flown out twice since then. Morales works quickly. Winding the pitch. Swung on. That's foul ball. That is strike 2 down the third baseline. So down to the final strike 2. 2-2 the count. Runners at second and third. Artesia fans on their feet, clapping him in. Diego working quickly in the windup. Here's the 2-2. Curveball. Oh, just missed up. That was close.
Really close pitch.
Right down the middle, folks. And just up.
And the hitter will tell you it's the ball all the way.
I know. All right, here's the payoff.
Good.
Foul tip. And stayed alive, did Bayo.
Just off the umpire's chest protector.
Great pitch here by Morales. Great job by Trey Bayo to stay alive. Full count, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Bulldogs lead by 4, 7-3. The pitch, oh, that's way high. Actually behind his head. That walks him full on ball 4. But he's got bases loaded. You got him out everywhere.
Had an open base.
He had an open base.
And the guy coming up, I believe, is 0 for 3 on this.
He's 0 for 2. He walked once.
Okay, that's right.
Line drive out to Galindo, and he struck out looking his last at bat. So Usherwood goes out and talks to Diego for just a minute. Base is full of Huskies. Their tying run is now at the plate here in the top of the 7th. Gabaldon, who was the pitcher, he's the pitcher of record. He's moved to first base. He's back in there to bat. Swung on. That should be out number 3 if Frankie can get to it. He cannot. That's going to bounce. 2 runs will score. Oh, that was close at the plate. Good throw by Frankie, but just got in there. So a nice hit for a single out to center field.
So that pitch, Joby, got in on his hands a little bit. It wasn't hit quite as hard as everybody thought it was.
That kind of died out there, didn't
it? It did. Yeah, it kind of got in on his hands. It was a good fastball.
Coach Doolittle out talking to the infield. He's going to just talk to Diego and say, "You all right? Let's just get this third out." Or he might be asking him what he wants for lunch. I don't know. So it's now 7-5. Time run down at first base. Runner at second base. And at the plate will be Hunter Solwith. He's 0 for 3. He's lined right back to the pitcher. He struck out swinging and he flew out to right field. So he's 0 for 3. Diego's going to come right after him. Runners get their leads. They'll be going on the hit, on the swing, or on the, if he puts it in play. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball 1. Top of the 7th, 7-5. Huskies trying to get those 2 runs across that they got on the base paths to get it tied up. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Low, and it gets through. Hey, straight pass. Usherwood couldn't find it. They get down to the second, third easily on ball 2.
I was trying to help the catcher.
So was I. We both said back. All right, so the tying run now at second in scoring position. 2 down. Colwood steps back in. He's got a 2-0 count. Back to the windup goes Diego. And the pitch. Foul, Matt. Good pitch. Strike one.
A good pitch to hit.
Yeah, he caught a lot of the plate. Not waist high. Just missed it. So it fouled it back. Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside, ball 3.
He does have an open base.
All right, so 3-1. Morales with the pitch. That's too low. All 4. Unloads enough, and now we're going to have a change.
Looks like we're going to have a pitching change, maybe.
We are. Looks like Byers is going to come in, try to get this final out with the bases loaded. Diego will go over to third base. Jack will come in and throw the ball here and get some warm-ups. We're going to keep it here again, Lee. We've got an out at every base. You can't really cheat in from the outfield. You don't want to throw over your head. So, Galindo's been playing deeper than the right left fielder. So Whitmire and Campbell out the left and right side have been cheating up the whole game.
They have. They've been back a little bit now. I mean, late in the game, you don't want to give up an extra base hit.
The Jack coming in, he's throwing pretty hard right now, bringing them into the plate, warming up. Diego moves over to third base. You hear the pop of the glove. Is this a safe situation now with 7-5?
It is.
Top of the 7th.
If the go-ahead run is on deck or on base, which he is.
They are.
Yes.
Go-ahead run first. Tying for second. Or at the plate, either one. All right, so that'll bring Brady McAdoo to the plate. He is the right fielder. He's 1 for 3. He's doubled down the line in left field. I don't think he can get out in front of a Myers fastball, but we'll see.
We'll see. Never say never.
I didn't say never.
I know.
Yeah. All right, so Jack, again, he gets right over on that far first base side of the mound. Setting up on the outer edge is the catcher. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
So to me, on that first pitch, Jack didn't try to overthrow and just got a good knee-high fastball, probably about 88. I'm saying he's not warmed up all the way yet.
Same pitch, strike 2. This time he took it. 0-2, down to their final strike.
So I know the second baseman needs to be over where he's supposed to be at on this pitch right here. You don't. I think he's going to be tardy on the pitch if it's a fastball.
Yeah. Got him. We come in, Lee, 1, 2, 3 strikes, 2 swings. The middle one was called, and the Bulldogs advance 7-5 is the final score. Jack Byers with the save, Steckel with the win, and the Bulldogs win. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll give you some final chats and talk about it. We'll be right back.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. And boy, do I have some amazing Tuesday deals for you. If you're grabbing a quick bite for yourself, you gotta try our country fried steak meal. This includes our delicious home-style country fried steak patty served with mashed potatoes and white gravy, creamy coleslaw, and a buttermilk biscuit, all just for $4.99. Looking to feed the whole fam? We got you covered. Try our $20 meal deal. This includes 8 pieces of all dark meat chicken, large mashed potatoes and gravy, a large coleslaw, and 4 buttermilk biscuits. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC and Taco Bell.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
Bulldog fans, Lee Johnson and Joby Hodlin here. We have won the ball game. I say we. We're in it every bit of day. We're up here with our stomach turning just like anybody else, Lee. Good game, good pitching by Pacheco to get that win, and then Byers comes in to get the save.
Good job. A really good job by both pitchers. Yeah, and, I said at the start of the game, Hope Christian doesn't give up because they were down 1-0 last weekend and came back and won 2 on Saturday. So they just showed why they're supposed to be in the state tournament. Really good team. The Bulldogs held them off, and we're looking forward to who we're going to play next.
Bulldogs win 7-5. The teams joined together, had a prayer. Love to see that. Good sportsmanship. And now they're exiting the field. Goddard has come on. They're going to replace the Bulldogs on the third baseline in that dugout. And over in the first base dugout will be the Chaparral, can't remember their Chaparral Lobos, I think is their name.
They are.
But let's talk about this ball game. So the Bulldogs scatter 8 hits between Pacheco and Morales, and then Jack comes in, gets a save on 3 straight pitches, just 3 straight fastballs, strikes out the side. But 8 hits given up to Hope Christian. They had 3 errors. They leave 8 runners on the base path, and they score 5 runs, 2 of which came here in the top of the 7th.
Right.
Bulldogs get 10 hits, 7 runs scored. They had 2 errors themselves, and they leave 4 runners on the base path. So Artesia will advance, and they'll play tomorrow at 12:30 or thereabouts, and they'll be playing the winner of this ball game. So Goddard, the 12 seed, upsets last week. They come in, beat the 5 seed, and Lobos do the same thing. They upset last week. So they got the 12-13 seeds playing right here next, and so that'll be who Artesia plays. I think you and I are going to stay and watch another ball game.
I think we are. Yeah, maybe we can find a little shade somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, we can move our chairs if we want to get up on top of it. Right. I see some shade right over there. Maybe we can squeeze in. All right, so on behalf of Jackie and Gene back in Artesia, this is Joby Hodling and my partner Lee Johnson, and that was an exciting game, and so we're looking forward to tomorrow. You guys stay tuned. We'll be get back on air at about 12:30 tomorrow for Game 2 of the Bulldogs' trek to the 2025 state title. Have a great rest of your day.
James chapter 1 and verse 4 says, "Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." I read that verse and I really like how the author completes it. That if we allow perseverance in our life to do what it is supposed to do, that we will not only be mature and complete, but we won't lack anything. That God will provide for us the things we need, the things that are relevant in our life at that time, the things that will help us be the people we need to be for Him. And so if you take an inventory of your life, how's your perseverance? How's your willingness to finish the job? And if you're not doing well, then do we need to add God to your life? If you need help with perseverance, if you need help with completeness and being fully mature, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ.
Incredible in Artesia is open for business, ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. On Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Incredible.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com. Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by Abo Empire, Amigo Machinery, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Bob Reed Pest Control, Kane Electric Supply, Carlsbad Ford, City of Artesia Police Department, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Needs Incorporated, Devon Energy, Eddy County DWI, Edge Safety, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Ben's Country Market, Boris Tire of Artesia and Carlsbad, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, Hawker & Sons, Incredible Printing, J&J Home Care, J.S. Ward, KC Light Tower, KFC, La Fonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Los Agaves Restaurant, Mac Energy, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Nels Floral, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pressure Services, Smile Expressions, Spur Energy Production, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons, Trustmark Roofing, Western Bank, and Wilbanks LLC. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
News host, if you or I write this book, they're like, oh, of course, the guys who sit where Rush used to, they're just... Jake Tapper is one of their own, and he is holding up the dementia